Hey guys, Dan here with Battlefield Curator. I've got a Maz 36. I've got another Maz 36. One is pre-war and one is post-war. So how do you tell the difference between pre-war and post-war so when you're out looking for them you know what you're looking at? Let's go over some of the differences here. Also be sure to check out the merch site, link in the description. Buy yourself a cool Battlefield Curator t-shirt and help support the channel. Thanks. So what you'll notice here is a pre-war 1939 dated Maz 36. And post-war 1951 Maz 36. Many of the pre-war Maz 36 rifles were updated to post-war standards. Also, there were some that were updated throughout the years. The earlier, the harder to find. So if you have a legit non-updated pre-war Maz 36, then you've got a pretty hard to find rifle. All right, to definitively know that you have a pre-war model, look for the prefix letter on the serial number. You're gonna have to look for F, G, H, J, K. Those were all pre-war models leading up to 1940. Maz 36 rifles used the script lettering all the way up until around 1950. After that, they used more of a standard font. It's kind of speculative, but some people say that if you find one without a prefix letter and very little markings on it, it was probably made by the resistance or maybe the French government during German occupation. All right, first thing you'll notice here is the color of the wood. That's right, the post-war models will probably have the beech wood and the pre-war models will have walnut. You'll also notice that the finish on the metal is a little different. So the post-war definitely looks Parkerized. Pre-wars might look like they are blued or they might have like a black paint on them. They were Parkerized and they have this black kind of oven baked paint on it. And this one here, you can see that the paint has been scrubbed away throughout time. Check out the magazine followers on the pre-war. It's just slanted so that if you didn't have a round in there and you pushed the bolt forward, you would just be pushing the bolt forward on an empty chamber. The magazine follower on the post-war has a bolt stop, so it's pretty much just raised, so the bolt will stop. Now if you look at the pre-war 1939, you'll see that the trigger is got these little rivets in there. The post-war is just kind of flat. The front sights are a little different. The pre-war does not have a hood that goes over, though it does have protectors. The front sight on the post-war is protected all the way around and shaded. You'll notice that the rear sights are also different. The barrel bands are different. The pre-wars were milled and the post-wars were stamped. Also notice the difference in the stacking rod. Also notice the difference in the sling mounts for the barrel bands here. Overall, the markings are different. On the wood here, you can see a fainted 1939. Correlates with the prefix letter of the serial number. All right, and lastly, let's take a look at the bayonets here. If you know anything about French Maz 36 rifles, you know that somewhere, somehow, some soldiers decided to be a fun idea to connect two Maz 36 rifles together. And they accidentally got them stuck, so they probably had to take them back to the armorer, and the armorer probably had to drill a hole and push down on that spring there that's inside to get the two rifles unstuck. Post-war Maz 36s will have a hole already there, so if someone decides to do that again, they can just take a punch tool or something and push down on that spring and release the rifles from each other.
If you have an older rifle, it doesn't have a hole anywhere on the bayonet here, so don't try this with older bayonets or older rifles.
Well, that's it for the video. Be sure to pulverize that like button and subscribe if you haven't. It really helps out with the channel. Also check out my other channel, Battlefield Curator Music. If you want to listen to all the cool soundtracks that you might see on this channel, go check out that channel over there. And as always, be sure to learn history and curate history. Make it a great day.